Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of 30 Days of Recovery. I am Travis the Featherhawk Snyder. I am a person in long-term recovery. What that means for me is I haven't had a mind or mood altering chemical for over 5 years, and as a direct result of that choice and a lot of hard work and a lot of grace and mercy from a loving God, I am able to embrace this new life in recovery. If you're tuning in for the first time, 30 Days of Recovery is a simple challenge that I gave myself to talk on a topic every day in the month of August, and how that topic has to relate with my personal recovery and my lived experience through addiction and now in recovery. The whole goal for this is to reach people in recovery, anybody that may happen to come across our page, or anybody that watches this video, maybe to be inspired and with my simple and humble words. And so today, for day 21, the topic is going to be embrace recovery. And first and foremost, I gotta tell you, having been in recovery for over 5 years, I've met so many people in recovery that really truly embrace their new life, the changes and the transformation. And all of the small things that we often overlook in life. And when I get to talk with people in recovery, it's awesome to see, those big smiles and those moments that come from just the small things that mean so much in a spiritual sense. I'm surrounded by people right now that on a daily basis, people that inspire me, people that are learning to really embrace the lifestyle of recovery. And it's inspiring, and it's something truly awesome to see, because I feel like every person that I've met in recovery, we all have very similar stories, but different. Very different, but very similar. And when it comes to recovery, I see so many different similarities, but what's really intriguing is how each person does it on a daily basis, all of the things. And I love learning from people in recovery, people who've really embraced that positive lifestyle from all different walks of life, all different, beliefs and attitudes, and, different backgrounds and cultural backgrounds and stuff like that. And wow, it's incredible. Just to be able to have a conversation with somebody that has embraced it. I personally didn't really understand the whole recovery concept until my story, I surrendered to the idea of getting well and wanting to live a positive lifestyle. And that's when I really learned what recovery was. And I'm not a real big person on the whole labels. I try like heck to stay away from labels, but you know what? We almost have to define something. We have to define it in some way. But if we tear off the labels, recovery or making any sort of positive transformation in our life, underneath those labels is a lot of love and a lot of work and a lot of awareness and mindfulness and a lot of really, ups and downs. It's making changes is uncomfortable. I can tell you that for the longest time, like, I thought it was more comfortable, living in that, getting high and living in that self-serving lifestyle, but it was such a hard battle to find comfort, and the comfort would only last for so long, and recovery is a big change. And to anybody out there that's getting into recovery, it's gonna, it's not a comfortable thing, but don't fear the changes. Don't fear the changes when you open your heart to God's grace and mercy and love. If and I know that's a hard idea to really, a hard concept to really manifest in our lives, and that's why I try to personally keep it simple, doing positive things on a daily basis, making choices based out of truth and health, making choices that create peace, and that stray away from negativity, that stray away from judgment, that stray away from hate and senseless manifestations of bad energy into our being. So it's very interesting because I didn't truly embrace recovery until I actually allowed the process of recovery to happen from a loving standpoint. And so it came through the simple gratitude, through the things that I was seeing, the relationships that I was forming with people in my community, my family, strangers that I would meet anywhere, or, people that I meet through my business relations, or just when I started to put my story out there and started to kind of share my experience. It was just amazing the opportunities that came, and it just came from a result of really embracing recovery and honestly to embracing who I was and finding that confidence. And that doesn't mean just embracing your recovery, doesn't mean just posting on social media about it. Embracing recovery is taking each day and picking it apart, and and finding all the positive things and really being grateful for it. Really talking and extending love and gratitude to the people in your life that really empower you and encourage you to live a healthy, positive lifestyle. So getting love and giving love, and it's a powerful thing, and we can start to really embrace our recovery and who we are. Now, this doesn't mean every day is going to be one of those happy joy days. Life is life. At any given moment, things can change. The world can move and shake under our feet. But honestly, if we stick to it and we work on it, and we bring that incredible amount of work and mindfulness and dedication to personal growth, and always having that awareness for how can our growth, how does that have an effect on the spaces and people around us, and how ultimately what can we do to contribute back once we have solid footing, a solid foundation. And that's really, for me personally, seeing all those things improved has steadily allowed me to embrace recovery, but just embrace the small things on a daily basis. Really, the little things that you're able to accomplish that you weren't able to do, when you were in your addiction. Simply paying a bill on time, like showing up for that meeting, getting that job, I don't know, passing a urine test if you're still kind of on probation and you're working your way through this thing, just passing those urine tests, getting to those meetings, and just taking those little victories like I shared in the other one. That definitely allows you to embrace it. But definitely surround yourself with people that are really gonna empower you to be a better person. And over time, you'll find that you'll better be able to empower other people and fully embrace your recovery and what it all has to offer. There's an incredible amount of love and grace and mercy and just life-changing events just waiting to happen. And so that's it. Just sharing on embracing recovery, and it's not always about the big thing. It's not always about the time, and time is important, obviously, but this is a lifelong process, and so just when you have those positive moments, when you start to see, smell, and hear things you haven't seen, smelled, or heard before, and it really awakens your spirit, embrace those moments, embrace all those positive things, and that is embracing recovery and that positive change. And so that's it for today's episode of 30 Days of Recovery, and we will see you again tomorrow, rolling into our last week, and we have 7 more episodes to go, I believe. Actually, no, we're doing 30, so 9 more episodes. Sorry. All right, everybody, have a safe and happy rest of your Monday, and we will see you tomorrow. God bless everybody. Peace.